coastline of California stretches over 1,100 miles long. It's a coastline that has inspired and refreshed millions for years and years and years. And this book project was the attempt to capture it artistically, to show the details, to show the nuances of each different place, because it's so diverse, from the border of Mexico all the way to the border of Oregon. The diversity is amazing. You go from the wide, sandy, sun-drenched beaches of the south up to the misty redwood forests of the north. And then, of course, all the other amazing things that happen in between that.
I knew that the challenge to do something this grand was a massive undertaking. I began taking photos for this project over 10 years ago, and it took me much longer than I ever thought it would. And my dream was to give this a comprehensive feel, so I couldn't give up until it was complete.
Every single image in this book is panoramic. For the majority of the images, I used panoramic cameras. These are large format film panoramic cameras, the Linhof 617S3, a Noblex. The purpose of this was not only to get extremely good detail on every single image. Every image, by the time I scan it in, you're looking at anywhere from 500 megabytes up to a gigabyte per image. So the detail is amazing there. The purpose of using film was twofold. One, to have a very kind of neutral look with colors, trying to present it the way that you would see it every day. The second, for my purpose, was to slow me down. You know, so many times you go to this beautiful place and have this inspiring view, and you're busy with the logistics of taking photos. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go to the different places and to feel what was happening there, to see the diversity, to see the variations in sand color, the variations in coastal landscape, and to highlight those. And I didn't want to be busy with, you know, just snapping thousands of images. So many times I would go to a place and wait. And sometimes I only got 3 shots. Sometimes I got it, sometimes I didn't. But it didn't matter, it was about the journey. It was about going there and experiencing the coastline. How many times have you seen photographers who get so busy and you go to this amazing place that has inspired you, and you're just looking at the screen the whole time. You're not looking at the scenery that inspired you enough to go there.
When you look at a map of California's coast, the islands of California are an important part of this coastline. And early on in the planning phases of this book, the decision had to be made on whether or not to include the islands in the book. The islands of California bring so much to the table, and each one is so special and unique. However, there is so much involved, and the details, logistics, and the cost of including the islands alone were overwhelming. But after consideration, it was obvious to me. I had to do it. I had to include them. With many different trips and logistics, it began to come together slowly. I had to jump in and fully commit to capturing every legal, accessible island. And now that it's done, I see what it brought to the project, and I'm so happy that this unique aspect of California's coast will be included in the book. The design of the book, as mentioned, is set up panoramically, which is the way we see as humans. I didn't include a lot of text on purpose. The images are the main focus of each page. These photos speak for themselves and convey a message that I can't write. I've had the privilege to see firsthand when customers of mine stand still, just staring at an image, getting lost in it. The beauty, the light, the pure design of nature speaks without words. I hope that this collection of images in this book can speak to you and add meaning to your life. When you're not looking inside the book, I wanted it to serve as a design piece for your home or your office. For this reason, I designed the book to be simple, clean, stylish, so that it doesn't add to the busyness or clutter of life, but rather it can fit well with any home decor. The book is 20 inches wide and 10 inches tall. The size of this book reflects the magnitude of the project itself. Big, wide, thorough, and beautiful. The book, at this point, is 100% complete. Now in this final step, I'm asking for your help. Would you please help me make it a success and get the word out? Having a large physical book to hold and look at in a small way may provide a way to bring that little piece that we feel outside nature into our personal spaces. Would you be willing to take this project into your life spaces and enjoy this visual journey up California's coast?